Well, thank you guys. Now we're done with all of the Heavensward dungeons. Wow, that's done.
Huzzah.
Now
you just have a bunch of boss fights to do.
Now I got Alexander and the Warring Triad.
Bunch of boss fights.
Yeah, a bunch of boss fights. Which, I mean, I'll do that another stream. I don't want to do that now. I'm gonna make good on what I put in the thing, and I'm gonna do some rogue quests because I'm very far behind on
those.
Rogue
Aren't
quests.
real.
I gotta do the rogue quest. I gotta get Ninja up. Thank you, Baron, for helping out with that last dungeon. What an interesting series of dungeons. But I'm pretty far behind. I need to learn how to throw a dagger. I'm just gonna get off Discord so you guys don't have to hear me doing shit. See, I think I'll do maybe one or two of these, and then I'll probably call it. But yeah, let's do a couple of these.
Rosa, just the mort I was hoping to see. With some nasty trouble brewing. Client's on his way, so sit tight and pay attention. And I'm calling underfoot in the stray in this as well. It'll be a right little rogue family reunion.
Okay. Oh, they loaded in.
Jackie, clients arrived.
That's a Maelstrom guy.
My guests here come from the Maelstrom Command, with confidential orders direct from the Admiral herself. So, you know this won't be a simple job.
I'm afraid your guildmaster speaks truly. It was several days ago when an emancipated man stumbled into one of our camps seeking aid.
Hold up. Yeah, okay.
Upon questioning the poor fellow, we discovered that he had narrowly escaped the life of slavery. He claimed that pirates had raided his village, abducting him and many others to sell on the black market auction block. We dispatched a patrol to confirm the tale and found the village was almost completely destroyed. It was a meager settlement without so much as a guardhouse. Thus it did unkind fate escape our notice until now.
Who's this? I remember.
You think these pirates ever heard of a code?
Oh, yeah, that's him. That's a really deep voice one.
Villains or their skulls entrapping their wicks in a slave trade. Maybe they're headed the right way for a good stabbing. Aye, though we ain't set it down in so many weeds. The code's notoriously unforgiving against those who raise a weapon against the weak. After all, first pirates in these parts were culls that was fleeing oppression in the northern seas. Ignore your history, and you'll risk becoming what it was ye hated most. So, you've a mark for us then?
That we do. From the description given to us by the escaped villager, we've determined that lawbreakers are members of the Jolly Merchants, a pirate crew in possession of an official privateering license. It would seem, however, the privateers have been naught but a screen behind which to hide their illicit activities. One can only imagine how many other Laminsian citizens have fallen prey to these wicked slavers. And we've let it happen right over our very noses. Naturally, the Admiral desires a swift solution to this ignominy, I think. I don't know. But merely tracking down those poor souls have already been sold as proving heavily taxing to our allocated resources. We could throw more soldiers at the problem, but that runs the risk of drawing the small folks' attention and inducing an undue panic. Thus, we do come to the Rogues Guild for help. We ask you eliminate the Jolly Merchants and liberate the villagers presently in their custody, that you do so with the utmost discretion.
Get it done, and when those nasty coves feel their short blades pricking into their backs, they'll enjoy a brief moment of regret before the code is rightly enforced. Alright, there's the work. I'll be going after the Jolly Merchants myself. Underfoot. Vikeb, you two lend your skills to the Maelstrom investigation, and see what you can whittle about the culls. About the culls what have already been sold. Rosa, you're coming with me. I think you're ready for the next step in your education.
Alright. Alright.
Shall we get after these slave and cutthroats then? Our client tells me that the Jolly Merchantman has set sail from Aleport a few bells ago. Aye. Oh, aye. They might even aboard an Imperial ship or two. But that's just some mummery they're putting aside to amuse the Admiral's swads. I reckon the rest of the crew will be back on land looking to snap the shackles of woe on the fresh herd of cattle. And just prove me theory right, one of them jolly bastards got themselves spotting, creeping about a ruffin in lower Lanosha. There's a bean cove over her. Bene Cove over at the Mulberry Dry Docks by name of Swars? Whatever. We'll likely know the full story. He's more of a shipwright than a rogue these days, but he keeps his glazes keen for the guild. Head over and have yourself a prattle, and I'll join you soon like.
Okay. Oh man, I am low energy. But I want to make it a habit at least doing like at least 2 job quests like a stream or something, because I don't want to. I hate doing like the load of them at once.
Hey, I know what you are. What can old Swar do for you? Hunting down Jolly's merchant slavers? Yeah, well that explains a few things. I was keeping an eye on the old bustle about the dry docks, you see, and I spied an odd trio off in the distance. This rough-looking sod, one of your pirates, I'd wager, was prodding along another bloke with his poor, skinny lass. I've seen whipped curs less miserable than the two being herded. Last I saw, they were headed south. If what you're saying about the slavery business is true, then that jolly merchant's not going to walk his charges all the way to the market. No, or likely has a boat waiting for him. Now, if I were a slaver headed south, my vessel would be hidden somewhere along the Salted Strand. Doesn't leave you much time. You said Jack was on his way, yes? Now, you best go ahead. And I'll point him in the right direction when he gets here.
Right by where... what is it? The warrior quest stuff was. Okay. Need some booty on screen. 2 booty is always appreciated.
Swara came through for us, eh? Now, what do we got here? This one looks like a charmer.
Oh.
Sodden move, I told you. Me peg-leg grandma wobbles quicker than you miserable sacks of shite. Or maybe you need the trash in, is that it? Well, you forgot what happens when you try and... when you try me generous patience.
I'm sorry, please, no more beatings. We walked as fast as we could, but
This is fucked up. Oh my god.
we need food and water.
Then you'll get on the boat and shut your traps. You'll get fed when we reach the other side.
The other side? Where are you taking us?
Are you challenging me or just playing daft? I told you to keep your bleeding mouth shut.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Leviathan Scaly she's weeping again. Listen, we're headed to Aleport, alright? That's where me and me shipmates are gathered to take stock of the old merchandise and decide where that gets sold where. You see, some buyers want only lads, while others looking for lasses. As long as we keep them rich bastards happy, we'll be making more coin than we ever did scraping with the Empire's war galleys. Now, that you care about that, I suppose, what matters to you is that you'll be loaded into the jolly merchantmen, sold off to the god knows where, and the mincer will be a distant memory. So if I was you, I'd fill your belly. I fill that empty belly with one last glob of the old sweet Noshian sea breeze. I am so tempted to put a blade betwixt his eyes right now, but that won't get the job done. No, we gotta let him guide us to his mates in Airport. Then we'll mill the whole bloody lot of them. Those jolly merchants will get their due. Don't worry about that. They've gone. We must hurry to Airport. Unless you've got a quicker way, there's a ferry that leaves from the Candle Keep Quarry. I'll meet you across the water, lass.
Well, I'm just gonna teleport, man. I could just do that. You wanna take a long way? You can take a long way. I'm just gonna go.
Rosa, that jolly merchant's cove is stewed with his captives. Seems that they've taken a room under an alias. Hiding their operations in plain sight. Bold as brass, aye. But it's an old slaver's trick. See, even if some cove recognizes the merchandise, only a single handler gets boned. Rest of the crew just whistles all innocent like while their mate is marched off to the cry cuckles. And you bet that they threaten bloody murder for any person that raises a hue and cry. Patience now, lass. We'll just wait until we're sure that all these black guards arrived. Meanwhile, you better be sharpening your stabbers. We got a busy night ahead of us.
Ooh, instance. Oh, wait, what do you say?
Ready for the job then? Once the Jolly Munchers are all here, we'll ambush the swords and set their captives free.
I don't understand why characters who apparently live in this area do not have an aetherite for towns. Never bothered to go attune themselves for some reason. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder where does the money go for the aetherite? Is there a reason why we pay money other than just a game function? There might be a reason. I'm not sure though.
That ought to be long enough. We just have to hope there ain't any stragglers. Listen closely, lass. The merchants disguised as plain old adventurers will have settled themselves in 3 separate rooms here in Airport. How do we whittle which coves all the merchants are? Easy. Take a look at the Darrells, or that bingo swilling cull over there. He's wearing lavender gloves. It's the exact same type those nasty swords at the Salt Strand had it on. That'll be how they find each other in a crowd. Of course, that's how I whittled where these old bastards were staying. Just snitched the hopeless gaze of the company they keepin', and you can be sure you found your mark. So, here's a job all laid out for you. Hit all 3 common rooms. Mill the merchants real quick and dirty like. Get them captives and their bleeding lives back. Alright? Oi! Storeroom door's been forced open. Some thieving salt's been in the ale.
Hmm?
Well, they couldn't have gotten far. Better get the lads to sleep at the port. Was that merchant's cove gulping pilfered ale? You think they'd be doing better not to draw attention to themselves, all things considered. Bloody oafs. Now I got a swarm of yellow jackets buzzing about looking for blood, and they spot us wandering in the darklands. I feel they'll ask us first and ask questions later. It'd be best then if the patrols never even knew we were here.
Yeah, stealth-like.
We'll slip as sneaky as we can into each of the common rooms, and use them telltale lavender gloves to identify our marks. Them innocent culls in there as well, mind. So try not to stab any that don't deserve it, eh? I'm thinking we should head out one at a time to better avoid them yellow jackets. I'll let you take the lead. After you, Lucia.
That would make sense to me, a convenience tax. Maybe the town's cash just goes straight to the town's coffers? I'm not sure. I'm sure there's like some kind of canonical reason. No more prison matters in hand. Okay. So let's stealth. Let's get to sneaking. So, where are the rooms at? In here? Maxwell Adventure. So it's gotta be just this guy then, 'cause he has lavender gloves then. Okay, so we'll just get this guy then. Assassinated! Oh! That was cool. Yeah, and these guys, you don't have to kill them, so that's why they're different. Oh, this is cool. I like this. This is really cool. I wish there was like a better area to go than just doing this, but apparently you pay the guards of the Aetherite when you arrive. It's to repay the folks who built the Aetherite network after the calamity. Oh, so there's a canonical reason. Okay. Swordman Adventurer. Okay. You guys are fine. Alright. So every time you teleport, you're giving cast to lands. Oh, that's actually really cool. Oh, you're supposed to go down. Okay, there we go. That's fine. This is a really cool mission. This one's like class questing is like for like levels 1 to 30 is really, really nice. You're not just like going out and killing like something or talking with some dude. You're actually doing roguish stuff. Okay, should be one more room I gotta get to. Oh, wait. Oh, fuck you. Does this work? I hope it works. Okay. 2 more rooms. Okay. This might be one, I think. Alright. Okay, yeah. Oh. Oh. Redo. That's really satisfying, just immediately taking him out. Oh, okay. It's just those. Gotcha. Got them all. Oh, hey, what's up, buddy? Took the lesson, and he didn't need my help. Back to the shadows, lass. Alright. So where we go now? Oh! They're mad. Oh, I'm sorry, did you not get to fucking... get this big slavery? Did you not do a big slave trade? Oh. Can you not fight by the table? It's hard to get behind you guys. Oh, I like how they're cheering it. They're like, oh, this is cool. Why not? Okay. There we go. Just finished reading the report. In addition to liberating those unfortunate Laminsian citizens, you've done much to cripple the Jolly Merchant slavering operation. Thank you. The Admiral will be most pleased.
Not bad for a night's work, eh, Losa? The Maelstrom will be taking care of them pole coals we freed, and I've made sure none of the merchants we downed are likely to get up again. As for the Jolly Merchantmen, well, her crew can expect a visit from the Admiral's finest galleys, and it won't be for tea and crumpets on the poop deck. Right, me naughty lass, our part here's done. Let's have time to head back to the sisters.
Excuse me, are you the ones that freed us?
Aye. Was there something else we could do for you, miss? The Maelstrom swallows will take you home. That's what you're worried about.
No, I just wanted to thank you. If I may, there was one thing I wish to tell you. Moments before you rescued me, the Dread Pirate was muttering something into his cups. Saw something about another raiding party that just hadn't made it back yet.
Beg your pardon?
It seems they've been hunting for slaves in western Lenosha, and being so close to airport, our captain assumed that they were out rounding up cattle until the last bell. I couldn't just bear the thought of anyone else suffering as I have. Please, is there naught else you can do?
There certainly is, miss. You just get yourself safely home and leave this stray pack of jackals to us.
I will pray for your success. Thank you again.
Yeah, so much for savouring the victory pint. I'll send word of this development to the Underfoot and the Stray. We've some well-earned trade for the last... oh, these jolly merchants. Oh, by the by, how's your throwing arm, Losa? I think it's time you learn how to fling a proper blade. When you're out in wide open ruffians, you find yourself needing to sting cove from a distance. And I'm sure that a canny lass like yourself figured all sorts of uses for a well-thrown dagger. Just keep in mind that for when we hunt them down, the rest of them slavers.
Oh, cool. Just get... Nice. Dagger throw. Throwing dagger. Oh, well, that's a lot. Slave to the code.